Hello, duckies, and welcome to Choice of Life Wild Islands. This is a game where you are basically choosing your own adventure out of a set of cards. Each choice is basically the further along you choose your own destiny. So, let's hop on in. My name is Viola. If you like what you see, hit the like button. And subscribe if you haven't already, it really does help the channel. And this is a demo from the Steam Next Fest. If the ship needs sailors and nobody's signing up, where to find new blood? I don't think remember what happened yesterday. Tyler's face looks familiar. You've seen him in the tavern. Your head is starting to hurt from the memories. Go to the tavern, look for some sturdy men, get them drunk, and bring them to the ship. Why am I swabbing the deck? I'm not a sailor. It's not your job. What are you even doing here? The captain passing by looks at you with a glare. It seems that this job is yours now. Convinced you to take the rag back and clean the deck. Procrastinating will work out. Okay. They wake up when the ship is already away at sea, with them tied to the ship's wheel. I realize. Yes, that's how you do it. You're a landlubber, now you're a sailor. Escape from the ship. After you jump in the water, you realize you won't make it to the shore. They pull you out of the water and put you to work again. Won't see land until we reach America. They say so, but I know it's a lie. And what's the truth? There's no America. We're being fooled. Everyone who wants to go to America was taken to collect some herb. The local people defend it and fight for it to the bitter end. That's why nobody returns. What about those who returned after all? They're actors, paid for. They sold out for 30 pieces of silver, and now they help hide the truth. Got it? We need to tell it. I need to tell everyone. They received conspiracy theorists. Sailors start telling his theory to everyone who'd listen. Day by day, the number of listeners grew more and more. Time's passed by on the ship, and there's more and more work to be done and more hungry mouths to feed. In the galley. You could learn to cook here if only they cook anything edible. You notice that the cook is stealing food. Tell the other sailors. The sailors get angry and want to give the cook a beating, but they can't. He's the captain's wife's brother. He's not to be messed with. Oh gosh. Brothers, get down to the cargo hold for bare-knuckle fighting. Anyone who doesn't come is a captain's rat. I'll watch. There are no seats in the hold, so you have to watch on your feet. Place your bets, brothers. Who's the money on? Don't hesitate, folks. We're among friends. Bet your dinner. Risk is high, but if I manage to win, gotten the dexterous. Your fighter evaded attacks for 5 minutes, then he took one hit and passed out the same second. Oh gosh. You're dead. It's hard to survive on a ship without food. Hardworking and hunger make a bad combination. Well, you know what you got yourself into. I'm gonna die before I even get... Well, what are we doing here? Loafing about? I'll skin you alive, you vermin. And the nearest barrel. You're a bit wet in the smell of rum leftovers, but boatswain hasn't found you yet. Been in the barrel for quite a while, but who knows, maybe it's so dangerous outside. Come out carefully. You managed to reach your sleeping berth, but not fall into the hands of the captain. By morning, he'll forget he saw you. Food is running out. The work doesn't stop. It's the second week already, and we still haven't seen America. Now, we can't even have fun. Brothers, let's rise up against this. Count me out. were tied up and thrown into the hold. Bays are open. Mutiny. Okay, so mutiny or... okay, mutiny or nothing. You... Sailors went to mutiny, but they left several of them to watch you. You hear talking above. Then someone's words are interrupted by a gunshot. Try to untie yourself. This makes them notice you immediately and decide to give you a good beating to make you sit still. You managed to avoid the shipwreck because you died before it happened. Move the guards to pity. The guards start to argue if they can trust you. In the end, they decide to ease up your ropes. The battle's still going. The guards are starting to get bored and swear at you for having to watch you. So just leave play cards. Half an hour later, you win your freedom. So it's mutiny, but has already... Though the mutiny has already ended by then. Brothers, victory is ours. As the new captain, I command you let the old captain and his henchmen leave on the boat. At least they were making us go with them. Almost all of the captain's supporters are dead. Only 2 sailors and the navigator go with him on the boat. For some reason, they smile suspiciously as they float away on the open sea. Yes, few of us know, but we can handle it. Let's celebrate our victory, especially since there's enough food for everyone now. This is everyone else. Oh, I get a heart back. Now there's really plenty of food, and half the sailors cook better than the dead cook. There's an abundance of rum, too. Sperm, stir, skier, navigator, rebel. Stormer, you talking about? And what does the navigator got to do with this? Fools, be careful. Be rational. Now the parrot won't let you go. He flies after you even after you fed him. Great, I've got a parrot. A day passed, and another one, and another one. You're no longer recognizing the constellations in the night sky, and there's no land to be seen. The new captain gives orders every day, but does he really know what he's doing? Starting to understand what the parrot was saying. So you win paradise. Orlando is nice. What? Seriously? I saw land. That was at that point in the horizon. I told you I know what I'm doing. Hurry, we're so close. Before you can rejoice, a really scared sailor approaches you. Captain, that dark cloud on the horizon is a sign of an approaching storm. It's coming towards us. It's alright, we'll reach land before it's too late. The navigator and the boatswain watch us succeed without their scholarship from... And a bunch of low-experienced sailors control the ship in such a situation. Yes, the shore is close, but the storm is closer. Prepare for the storm. There are many ex-landlubbers who were tied to the ship's wheel not so long ago, and now there's no veteran boatswain who knows how to survive during the storm. If you could land before the storm begins, everyone would certainly survive. But if you're already in the hands of the storm, then being so close to the land is on the contrary very correct. Mutiny way is closed, storm is open. Mainmast is cracking at the center and going to fall. You're standing right in its way. Go to the base. Slivers were flying everywhere, but by some miracle they didn't hit you. A huge wave lifts the ship and tilts it to its side. Sailors are sliding down the deck, at risk of falling overboard. Clutch the cannon. Cannon helped you stay on board, but the next time the ship shook, the cannon fell on you. Oh, great. Don't panic, hoist the boats out. We have 2 of them. There's enough for everyone. the stern boat. Huge wave lifts the ship, knocking you off your feet. The ropes holding the boat are tearing. The boat flies out and crashes against the ship's steer. Go to the bow boat. All sailors who are still alive are gathering near the boat, but there's not enough room for everyone. The boat wasn't even untied yet when the knife fight began. Nobody wants to stay on the ship, and nobody wants the boat to be overloaded and sink. There's got to be another way. A detailed plan of saving yourself, written with reeds on the deck, seems perfect before it was washed away by another wave. There's not so many sailors near the boat. Many of them won't need it anymore, but the fight is still ongoing. Should I risk it? Another one bites the dust. Alas, more than another one bit the dust. At last, the fight calmed down. Those who survived got on the boat. You paddle as fast as you can, but the waves are throwing you back. The boat cracks. It fills with water. Paddle as fast as you can. You pop a blister on your hands. You could rupture something. Water keeps filling the boat. You managed to avoid the shipwreck because you died. Okay. That one kept me alive. Clutch the railing. For some time you're hanging over the oceanic abyss, your fingers starting to bleed and unable to hold you any longer. Then the ship bobs on the next wave and straightens up. Boat first. Sailors are still alive. I'll be on the boat at any cost. The knife fight quickly reduced the number of sailors, but fear and rage makes them keep cutting each other and you, even when there's enough room for everyone. I'd better jump overboard. You're nearly broken by the waves, nearly drowned by the raging sea, but you're still alive. You're paddling as hard as you can, but you don't even move 10 yards forward. A fragment of the mast just fell into the water near you. Had it been low to the left, you would be underwater. That's a fragment of the mast. For a moment it seems to help, but the next wave blows the mast out of your hands and almost drowns you in the watery depths. Help me, please help me, I'm drowning. Let's see if we can help him. Nope. You try to save the cannoneer. With no success, the sea pulls you both to the bottom. Okay. Launch the cannon. Wait, no. Another way. Watch from a distance. Paddle forward without pause. Run out of energy pretty quickly, but you managed to stay afloat. Don't help the cannoneer. Former cannoneer, former captain of the ship, now he's formerly alive. Trust your body to the waves. Yeah, huge wave covers you and pulls you somewhere at great speed. Thanks to this wave, you got much closer to the shore, but it's unlikely you'll have such luck again. Should I go with you? It's hard to say. How can the parrot know anything about storms, but when you follow him, you feel less tired. The shore is very close. Very close to the shore now, but now you're too exhausted to fight the storm. Give up and submit to the waves. The waves bring you to the shore, but only after you've swallowed some seawater. You somehow managed to get to the shore and crawl up on the place where the waves couldn't get you. That's a reason to be happy. Unfortunately, you're too exhausted. Breathe out. You descend into sleep. Storm destroyed the ship. Nobody from the crew managed to survive. You alone were swept to an uninhabited shore. You're alive, but for how long? Oh, that's it? Let's try this again. Swab the deck and listen. Go to the tavern, look for some swab the deck and listen. Realize, accept the fate. Whatever happens, happens for the best. But for whose best? I don't care about your stories. The sailor called you a coward and went to annoy other sailors. Soon, the captain called you. Why are you sitting here doing nothing, landlubber? Go tie rigging knots or I'll skin you alive. Yes, Captain. You're made to tie stopper knots. If only you knew what those are. doing it wrongly, lover. You put this end there and that end here. This end there. Try as you may, you're bad at knotting. Now you have to keep untying knots for the rest of the day. It's all the parrot's fault. The parrot pecks you very hard and flew away, and the captain hits you for disrespecting his friend. So off the deck with the others, you can learn some sailor songs and dances while you're at it. More experienced sailors are trying to shift their duties onto you. Tell the boatswain. Instead of disciplining the sailors, the boatswain gave them even more work. Now everybody's shifting equally. Let's participate. Walk into the center of the hold. Right then, a sturdy sailor gets up who obviously wants to show everyone his strength by demonstrating it on your teeth. Your opponent aims a heavy blow at your head. Jump aside. Opponent hits a thorny beam with all his might. However, this just makes him angrier. Holds your shoulder with his hand and aims at your teeth with his right. Headbutt him. Bump your head against his with all your might. Your opponent's head turns out to be stronger. Trip you up. Make a quick turn and parry the hit. Messed up the turn, tripped over, took some time to stand up. Your opponent is declared the winner. Run out of the hold. Didn't get far, the captain caught you. It seems like you will undergo a harsh interrogation. Rat out the cannoneer. Unfortunately, you weren't the only one who confessed. If it would be so, the cannoneer would explain to you the evils of snitching, but now he has more important things to think about. Let's rise up. Orlop? What is Orlop? The Orlop is empty, and the mutineers on the deck, the dissenters are in the hold. There's only one strange sailor with a deck of cards sitting in the far corner. Let's approach the sailor. Raises his head and looks at you blearily. Fool and the lovers. Very interesting. The chariot. Here he is. What are you talking about? Spread is bad for everyone on the ship except for our captain, maybe, but it's a matter of interpretation. The sailor keeps laying out the cards and look at you from time to time. He obviously wants you to ask him about the cards. Tell me more. What does it mean? Oh, I see you're a real devotee. Well, listen. Before we departed, I've been laying out the magician every time. Now, in every spread, I only see the hanged man or even death. Why do I have the lovers in my spread? You have to make a choice, a great choice, an important choice. It may be a choice between a redhead and a blonde, or between life and death. And if that's what it says, it will be so. Exactly, but it's up to you to decide what to do with it. Someone didn't, just then several people at once start to pound on the Orlop door. You can hear them shouting things like swindler and you'll pay for this. Somebody didn't like your card reading? I advised betting on the wrong person for the bare knuckle fighting, but it wasn't my fault. I saw a woman with empty buckets in my dream. Here you are, Germaine. We had to break a door open. Now we'll put you in its place, lug you up, and put a hole in you. Do none of that. A serious hand wave and an authoritative tone didn't work. You got the beating and the sailor ran away. Something useful. Bags lying under the berth. Give the rats some rusk. Now you know that they like meat sandwiches. Examine the darkest corner, find only rat trap. Not the best thing to touch. In one mattress, you find a hastily sewn bag of rust. Somebody saved it for the future. The future belongs to you now. You can talk. Hee hee, not this time, friend. Said the strange sailor from the far end of the orlop. What are you on about? Sneak around taking this and that, take from people, but don't touch the divine. The magician, the chariot, death, abandoned by people does not mean abandoned by the gods. I mean, God. On second thought, who knows in which god do cards believe? Sailor turns away, stop watching. It doesn't seem like he's going to tell anyone on you. Continue ransacking. Find some hardtack in the head of that sleeping berth. When your mother told you not to take food to your bed, did she mean that hungry sailors might steal it? Swindler, stand with dignity in the center. Angry sailors bust into the orlop, but they're after the sailor with the cards, not you. Your bravery was in vain. I got him. Grab him before he escapes. Before the swindler could make a move, the sailors tied him up and did exactly what they said. Now the orlop is full of mutineers, and there's no chance to line your pockets here. Go back to the deck. Miserable bunch that you separate from the others. Link. Separate from the others now. Link. Wreak havoc among enemy ranks with your individual attacks, but the boatswain puts things in order. The most troublesome trash needs to be thrown overboard. Approaching brandishing his cutlass, there's nowhere to run. The sea is at your back. Evade its attacks. The deck is packed. The boatswain misses you and hits his own man. The boatswain decides that cutting you off will take too long and took out his gun. Get his gun hand with your cutlass. Because of your attack, the boatswain accidentally pulled the trigger and shot himself in the leg. There you are, old dog. Stand aside, landlubber. I'll deal with the boatswain myself. Got him to silence. And you quickly finished off the boatswain. Of course, it was you that salted him up. Hurry down with the captain. Grab the captain's box. Ooh, strange dagger. After digging through some old stuff like books and navigation instruments, you found plenty of money, dried meat, and a weird dagger. It's just asking to be taken. Captain left us his parrot. Ooh, the parrot jumps on your shoulder and wants to stay there forever, even if you eat him. Starting to understand the parrot. Must be a mountain. We still have a long way to go. No, I swear it's a cape. It'll hit the land and... Hey, what's that? Oh god, Captain, we're doomed. Silence, we'll deal with it. All aboard. Captain's orders are to survive. Set course for the shore. Much more difficult to control the ship without an experienced navigator, especially when there's only a few people. Run aside? Nope. Watch the railing. Elbow. Jump overboard. Pause. Don't help him. Fight the wave. What are you doing here? Shoot. No, final push. And we survived again. Okay, so there are multiple ways to survive. There's multiple ways to continue on, and there are ways to get your health back. Honestly, I wish there was a bit more, but it is a nice view into what it's going to be. And I think it's going to be on my wish list. So, Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos, and remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye bye!